Welcome back to my channel, friends. This is Sonia here, and today we are going to color this bottle up with a red color because yes, it's a Valentine coming up, and I thought why not to create some projects in the theme of love and the theme of Valentine. And we are starting with this glass bottle. Now this glass bottle is a very neatly cleaned one which I got from one of my friends, and I thought I will alter this one. Now in this I am going to apply my red color, and for applying my color I'm using my sponge dauber. As you know that I love sponge dauber, and sponge dauber really helps in blending your color well, in spreading your color well, and creating a nice and even surface. Now for my first stroke, I'm just dabbing the complete color on my bottle, and here it is. Now when you see the glass bottle coloring up with the sponge dauber, you feel that you can see some dots, and this is how it looks. But when you start doing the color blending work, or once if you do the nice color dabbing work on the same areas again, those bubbles are going to just pop out. Those are not even the bubbles, those are just the paint grains, and they are going to smoothen out as you do the painting work. So yeah, here I am doing a nice coloring to this one. You can use your paint brushes, but it is going to leave some mark of the brush, the bristles, the brush. So just to avoid that, I am using my sponge dauber. But if you don't have sponge dauber, you can try it with a piece of sponge, but then again holding that, and it is going to create a lot of mess with the colors. Okay, so I was about to take this for drying, and I could realize that on some of the areas I can see some patches, the dark patches, which means this area needs a little more of dabbing. You don't have to take your color, just with your sponge dauber dab it again with the same sponge dauber. Do not add any color to it because it already has some color, and you just need to smoothen up this area. And with the same sponge dauber you can do this very much. Now this is just to make sure that you do not have any black patches, you don't see the background color, and that's the reason we are doing this. So yeah, now this looks very much even. You do not see any patches here and there, and the color looks so even from all the sides. Now I'll surely let this dry, and then we will be back.
À deux doigts de nos lèvres, deux doigts si fins que j'ai presque pu le goûter. Le bonheur à sculpter de son ciseau d'orfèvre, des souvenirs impossibles à effacer. Le bonheur est passé à deux doigts de nos lèvres, deux doigts si fins que j'ai presque pu le goûter.
Okay, so it's day 2, friends. Yes, I had told that I'm going to let it dry for 2-3 hours, but even after 2-3 hours, I could feel that it was a bit sticky, as it is very cold in Bangalore. So I just thought that I let it dry for some more time, and then I could not shoot the video in the evening. So it's day 2 when I'm going to work on this bottle. Now, before starting working on this bottle, what I'm going to do is I will sprinkle some of the powder on my table. Now why I am doing this, cause now this is an acrylic paint. Usually acrylic paints, they are not very sticky, but I have realized that they tend to stick everything which is there on the table. So even the minute dust and all, that is going to stick. So just to avoid that, I have put up the powder here, and once I just wipe it out, it's going to get clean completely. So here I have put up some powder. I'll keep it here safely, and now I'll start my painting work on this. Now what I'm going to paint on this is, I have to write love, and yes, you're right, I'm making this in love theme, so of course it has to be love. What I can do is, I can have this scale, I can just mark with a pencil. So I'm going to keep LOVE, L. I'll just mark it with a color pencil, LOVE. So why I'm doing marking this is just to make sure that I write my letters here only. So here I have taken a pencil, and I will start from this point. L, O, V. So with this pencil I'm just making a scratch. This is just to make sure that it gives a nice and clear mark, and here I can paint it. So here I'm done. Actually I'm liking it this way also, but I need to paint it. So here I am having my nice clean brush. This is 2 number brush from Camlin. So now let me keep this bottle here, and I'll take some white color paint on my cap, and I'll start painting this. Now you have to be really careful when you are doing this step.
deux doigts de nos lèvres, deux doigts si fins que j'ai presque pu le goûter, le bonheur à sculpter de son ciseau d'orfèvre, des souvenirs impossibles à effacer. Le bonheur est passé à deux doigts de nos lèvres, deux doigts si fins que j'ai presque pu le goûter, le bonheur à sculpter de son ciseau d'orfèvre, des souvenirs impossibles à effacer. Que j'ai presque pu le goûter.
So yes, I used my heat gun to dry this up, and this was really quick. And now it's time to do my next layer. But for my next layer, I have planned that I'm going to use very thick coat of my paints. So when I say very thick coat, I'm not going to make it thicker. It's just that I will make sure that whatever I apply is really thick. It's like one good layer of paint on that. So I'm not going to brush it off so much, and I'll start with the top area, and I'm just going to dab my brush completely. And this is going to be more of a filler thing than
à deux doigts de nos lèvres, deux doigts si fins que j'ai presque pu le goûter, le bonheur à sculpter de son ciseau d'orfèvre, des souvenirs impossibles à effacer.
Okay, so here I'm done with my second coat also, and now I let it dry completely, and then we are going to seal this one.
À deux doigts de nos lèvres, deux doigts si fins que j'ai presque pu le goûter, le bonheur à sculpter de son ciseau d'orfèvre, des souvenirs impossibles à effacer. Le bonheur est passé à deux doigts de nos lèvres.